So, a little bit of a flashback or, history. A few weeks back, I talked about, waiting on the Lord, and then I wasn't quite done with that. So, I did another podcast on what to do while you're waiting. Well, I got to thinking about it a little this week, and maybe there are some things, you shouldn't do while you're waiting. And granted, this is by no means a complete list, just a couple of thoughts that I had. One of the things is you can wait, but don't hesitate. I'm reminded of a story, if you will. There was a flood coming, and this guy, in his house was waiting for the Lord to save him from the flood. And a car drives by. It's, hey, are you going to get out of here before the flood? Hop in. The guy's like, no, I'm waiting for God. Well, the water rises and, boat comes by. And the guy in the boat is like, hey, come on, get in, get out of here. The flood's coming. And the guy's like, nah, God's going to save me. I'm going to wait on him. Well, water rises and the guy ends up on the roof of his house and a rescue chopper comes by. And the chopper's like, get in. And God's like, no. The guy's like, nah, God's going to save me. I'm going to wait on him. Well, the water rises more and the guy ends up drowning, goes to heaven, and he's like, God, why didn't you save me? And God's like, I sent you the car, the boat, and the helicopter. What more do you need? Sometimes we wait on God, and sometimes we hesitate. We don't take the opportunities, that we have, that are right in front of us, because, they don't seem, like opportunities because we are waiting. If you're waiting for a job to open up at a company, don't not work. If you're waiting for, a significant other, don't hesitate and not know what you want or not know what you're looking for. Another thing, that I thought about this week is it's okay to wait, but don't procrastinate. I know I am guilty of this, big time. I think we all are. And there's a story from the Bible I kind of want to use. It's, the people of God were going into a battle, and God's like, tells them, prepare the ground, dig trenches. Because there's going to be water here tomorrow. You won't see it, you won't see where it comes from, but, there will be water, so prepare the ground. What if the people just waited? What if they just procrastinated? Nah, we'll get to it tomorrow. We'll start digging once we see once we see the water coming, we'll get ready for it. What if, kind of going along with the flood reference, what if Noah procrastinated? What if Moses procrastinated at the Red Sea? And it's hard. I get it sometimes. Not, while we're waiting, we think we're supposed to be, waiting, And that is way too easy to lead to procrastination. Well, I'm waiting so I can put that off and do it tomorrow. Well, why don't we just do it today? You know, oh, I'm waiting so, I don't have to go to church, or I don't have to read my Bible, or I don't have to witness to that person. Don't procrastinate, you know. Uh, the third thing I thought of, and I just thought of this yesterday, kinda, and I haven't really fleshed it out that well, so I'm gonna try to be careful with it. You can wait, but don't over anticipate. And if you're waiting on God, He will come through. No doubt. You know? But it's like some of the prosperity teachers, you know, if you come to Christ, you'll get health, wealth, and, everything you ever wanted. They're building a level of unrealistic anticipation. They are making promises that the Bible doesn't actually say. So if somebody sees that, anticipates that, and is let down and probably turns away from the faith. And we've all had situations, maybe not quite like that, but it's like our friends tell us about a movie or TV show and like how great it is, and we have to go see it because it's that awesome. And they build up this level of anticipation, and when we see it, it doesn't quite meet the level of anticipation we expected. I'm not saying don't get excited, okay, for what God's going to do. I'm not saying that at all. Just make sure when you anticipate, it's at a real and valid level. Don't over anticipate, That's really all I got this week. And like I said, there's probably some more things I could think of. I just kind of like the rhyming pattern I had with, wait, but don't hesitate, procrastinate, and or over anticipate. The takeaway, my Tofer's takeaway this week is: can you think of anything else you shouldn't do while you're waiting? That might be detrimental to your walk. Alright, you guys take care. I'll see you later. Peace.